Welcome to the video abstract of the article Do Board Gender Quotas Benefit Minority Shareholders? An Illustration Through Related Party Transactions, published in the British Journal of Management. The authors of the article are Nekhili from Le Mans University, BJM Bennouri from Montpellier Business School, Nagati from Lyon Business School. The three institutions are in France. The main objective of the paper is to study the effectiveness of female directors in the monitoring of the managers. More precisely, we focus on how the presence of female directors might affect the manager's tendency to use related party transactions. To present our arguments, we need first to present these particular transactions. Related party transactions are initiated by the firm with its related parties like the managers, the directors, the controlling shareholders, subsidiaries, and affiliated firms. Some of these transactions might sometimes be executed for sound economic purposes. However, they are usually perceived by minority shareholders as a way for corporate insiders to expropriate their wealth. This makes these transactions questionable and associated with a negative impact on firm performance as reported in the literature. We conduct our study using a sample of French firms where the board of directors plays a significant role in validating and disclosing these transactions. Therefore, we expect that effective monitoring of the managers would result in a reduction of the number of transactions reported by French firms. We argue that effective monitoring of the managers requires the board member to be able to challenge the managers and to be motivated to avoid the validation of questionable transactions. Because of the role they play on the board, we hypothesize that female directors do have the ability and the motivation to exert effective monitoring on the managers. Indeed, female directors are able to challenge the managers because they are reported to be more likely to be independent, to be better informed about the issues during board meetings, to ask for specific details and debate issues, to bring creative solutions, to attend meetings more frequently, and to be more likely to sit on the monitoring committees of the board. Compared to their male peers, female directors are more motivated to avoid the validation of questionable transactions because of at least four reasons. First, because of their scarcity on the directorship market, they are more sensitive to their reputation and public image. Second, they are reported to be more risk-averse than their male peers, which motivate them to avoid risky decisions. Third, they are more sensitive to ethical issues. And finally, they are reported to comply to a greater extent with the rules and regulations which push them to be careful when they make decisions about potentially harmful transactions. Our results are consistent with the arguments based on the ability and motivation of female directors to curb decisions in the board. Indeed, we find that firms with more female directors report fewer related party transactions. After the enactment of the Quota law in France and the increase of female directors' representativity in French firms' boards, the negative relationship became stronger economically and statistically. Interestingly, we find that this effect is attributed to female directors who are more involved in the monitoring duties of the board, namely independent female directors and female members of the audit committees. However, female inside directors, which we expect they lack the ability and the motivation to exert effective monitoring because of their close links with the managers, do not significantly affect the number of reported related party transactions. The main implication of our results is that gender diversity on the board significantly affects the manager's propensity to use related party transactions. We explain this result by the fact that female directors are endowed with the ability and the motivation to exert effective monitoring. Finally, beyond the social interest of quota laws, our results shed light on the effectiveness of these laws in reinforcing the board's monitoring role. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you will enjoy reading the paper.